Hey, welcome everyone. This is Mike from zozostockwatch.com. This is going to be your stock watch list for Monday, the 22nd of April. Let's go ahead and get right into it. It's a pretty extensive list, probably a stock in here for somebody or everybody. Depending on your preferences, but we'll start out with the cannabis names. ACB holding up okay on ACB. I think it needs to get back over this $9.15 level on ACB, so I'll have that one on watch. ADVM 620 has been a stopping spot here for ADVM volume. Friday, 618,000 shares. It's been basing for a little bit here, so if it can get back over 620, we might see a continuation move in this ADVM. We kind of have a cup here, a little bit of a handle going on. So keep an eye on that one, ADVM. AMD, Advanced Micro Devices, consolidating here, coiling, has that $28 level up ahead. There was a high recently of 28.27. We closed at 27.68. Like it if it can get back over at least 28 bucks on AMD. Keep an eye on that. Take note that the earnings on this one come out on April 30th for AMD. Might get a little bit of an earnings run in that one. Amrin hammering here, a hammer candle. So we'll see if we get a maybe a possible continuation move back up. 1808 was the high here on Amrin. So let's see if we get follow through on this hammer, not camera, after this pullback. So watching that one. AMRS popping up on Friday. Almost 8 million shares came into this. Still remains under the 200 SMA. We kind of filled, well, we still have a ways to go till we get up to the gap here. Maybe some kind of intraday trade on this one. Let it pull back. If it pulls back maybe to $4 or 4.25, could be interesting there. Bank America, $30.10 looks like a spot that it needs to get up over. And then maybe we take out that high of $30.22 for Bank America. We'll be on watch, for tomorrow and the next few days. Now, we don't know what the market's going to do overnight, and we don't know how it's going to be when we go to the open tomorrow. But these are just some ideas generating that have been looking good from Friday. BOXL trying to get up over this 450 area. Is BOXL for real this time? Maybe a lot of pumps here, pops, pullbacks, pumps, pops, pulls back. So let's see if it gets up over 450. This looks like a better candle than these recent other candles here, or these past candles, I should say. So Boxel will be on watch. And volume, 2.6 million shares on that one. BPTH, right? They're not going to do that offering any longer. Just recently did a 1 for 20 reverse split. They popped this thing all the way up to 70 bucks. Holding above the 10 SMA. If it can get back over $20, might be interesting on BPTH. We've been getting intraday trades out of the name. Oil has been doing better. The oil services sector doing better. Oil and gas play here. BSM, big expanding volume on Friday, 1.2 million shares. The high on Friday, $18.17. So watch that 18.17, 18.20 area for BSM. BX, right? They had earnings come out recently. They gapped it up. Let's see how it does in the next few days or for this week. Maybe we get a setup in that name and BX. The other name, small name, CKTP. 350 looks like it's in the way. Volume expanding a little bit, not a lot of volume, but 186,000 shares. Pretty decent candle here, strong. I like it better if it can get over this 350, maybe a continuation move there in that biotechs. Now, biotechs have not been doing that well. The IBB, the XBI, if you watched my previous video on Let's Get Ready for the Week Ahead, bios have been a little bit soft, but this one stood out on that one. Disney always on watch going forward. Disney over that highs from Friday, 132.87, so maybe 132.90, 133 for Disney. Had that gap up on their news. Disney Plus holding very strong here. Of course, would love a pullback in it, but if not, might have to play it on the push to the upside there. DVN, another oil name, right? Oil has been a strong sector over this 33.90 area, $34 area for Devon Energy here, 7.3 million shares. Keep an eye on that one. Is F-Tech for real? It looks like it. They're keeping this thing above 225. It has the 10 SMA on the daily chart here, 251 that's in the way. Decent close on Friday. Now, volume 293 shares, so I would say you could only swing trade this thing. So if it gets up over that 250 area, might be a go for a possible swing trade. Kind of a tough one to intraday trade due to that lack of volume. HEXO in the cannabis space, we actually had a trade going on in this one. We did very well on this burst over $7. So HEXO out of the cannabis names, holding up well, holding above the 650, $7 has been in the way. So keep an eye on HEXO out of the cannabis names. JMIA, an IPO that did real well, up 38% for the week, pulling back a little bit. Would love this thing to pull back a little bit more. So we'll be watching that one, mostly for intraday plays on this one. LEVB kind of connected to the cannabis space. So this has recent highs of about 470, 480 area. So keep an eye on this one. Once again, volume 152,000 shares. The high on Friday, 475. If you wanted to clear that 470, 475 area to see if there's any kind of continuation. Levi, another IPO, holding up very well. If this can get up over the highs on Friday, we might see another run, 24.34 there on Levi for that name. Lyft, on watch. Don't really like the chart here, but if we continue to push down, I'll be looking for opportunities in Lyft. Mara, holding up real well. Mara had a high on Friday, 340. So maybe if it gets up over 350 for Mara, volume 700,000 shares. Its counterpart, RIOT, looking very good here. RIOT, we did a swing trade in this name. Has the 550 area, a nice candle on Friday, nice close, 1.8 million shares. So maybe Mara wants to follow RIOT. RIOT for itself would probably need to get up over 550. Would like a little bit of a pullback, but it is holding above $5 here on RIOT, so keep that one on watch. Let's see, Mara, we talked about. MBIO, not sure on this one. Was a big popper on Friday, big volume. We'll see if it wants to do anything for Monday. MRO, another one in the oil and gas space. Oil has been strong over that $18 area or maybe over 17.80 if you want to try it a little bit sooner for MRO. NBEV had that news a few weeks ago with Walmart holding above $5 here. So if you want to kind of take a shot on NBEV and play up against this $5 area, or maybe let it take out the highs of about that 550 area for NBEV, keep it on watch. It is holding above $5 and has news with Walmart. Over in the cannabis space, another name very strong, NEPT. This is a Canadian stock. They're out of Quebec. So a nice pop up here. High was 420. I'll be watching this one intraday. 1.7 million shares on NEPT. See if it wants to do anything. Okta, one of these hammer candles here, right at the 20 SMA. Closed above $90. The highs on this name Friday 92.03, and the 10 SMA is 92.42. For a swing trade, if it can get back over 92.50 for Okta, nice solid hammer candle here. Let's see if they give it follow through. Pins, Friday's IPO. If this thing can get up back above the highs here of $25, 25.12, could be interesting to see if it's going to be a momentum play, or is this thing just going to kind of fizzle off recent IPO. Qualcomm, watching this one for possible pullbacks and entry on Qualcomm. QD, very strong on Friday. Now, definitely a bit extended here, but 25 million shares came into the name, so you can't ignore that volume turning up. There was a recent high back here of about $7.16. Obviously, watching this one intraday for a play. Would like a pullback and then push up, maybe some kind of red to green move there on QD. REN has $1.95, $2 in the way, 1.1 million shares, holding above the fast momentum moving averages here. So keep an eye on RENN. That's been clobbered, right? A lot of space here to fill the gap. I don't know if we'll get that far, but looks interesting if it can take out 195, $2. SSLJ. Still battling, 1 for 5 reverse split, battling at the 200 SMA, $4 area up ahead. The high on Friday, 410. Let's keep an eye on this one. Intraday volume, 195,000 shares. Would like to see more volume. SUNW in the solar space, 80 cents. Looks like it's been in the way, 80, 81 cents. It's holding above the 5 EMA. So let's see what this one wants to do, and expanding volume at the right time. So watch this one if it can clear 80 cents on that one. Torch, small little oil stock here, trying to get back up over $1.80. Keep an eye on that one. Tesla, always on watch, right? Tesla watching, battling to hold above this 250 area we've talked about in previous videos. They came in and started buying it around 260 a few days ago. So over 275 could be interesting on Tesla if they want to turn this thing back up. UXIN came out, the CEO defending the company, so it was pop in the last couple of days after that sell-off. Still has a lot of work to do, but we'll watch it intraday on this one. The high was 354, and the 20 SMA is 355 for UXIN. 23 million shares on that name. VIOT, Consumer Electronics. Look at this huge pop on Friday. Recent, I guess not too recent, but an IPO. So this one popped up as the IPOs are very strong. So we'll see if there's a pullback in this one. VIOT, VSLR, another solar stock, was popping up on Friday, pulled back, holding above the 5 EMA and the fast moving averages. So we'll be on watch. Yeti, stay strong, right? Yeti staying strong. Going to be going into the warmer months here ahead. The high was $33, so maybe over $33 on Yeti. Might want to propel that one higher. ZM, an IPO from Friday. We'll watch this one intraday to see how it trades. And then lastly, Zscaler. Hammer candle here, right to the 50 SMA, holding above $60 on Zscaler. Now, if you didn't catch this bounce here off the 50 SMA, the high on this name is 62.80. So if they want to take it higher, maybe over 62.85, $63 for a possible continuation move back up. But a nice strong hammer candle here, right at the 50 SMA, volume over 2 million shares in Zscaler in the software infrastructure space. All right, everybody, this is Mike from zozostockwatch.com. I hope you're enjoying your Easter with your friends and your family. We'll be back at it Monday for Tuesday video, and everybody enjoy the rest of the weekend. And this is Mike from Zozo.